guys, I am Rebecca and these are my reviews, and I have my IPSY Glam Bag Plus. How do you guys feel about the Ultimate? I think I'm just gonna keep the Plus, because the Ultimate is like, whoa baby. The Plus is like, yes, awesome, and the original I think is great. But I really love, I'm loving the Plus. So anyway, so the first thing is this ITTSÄ the Van Ness Eyeshadow Quad. This is actually a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be. I mean, just like the outside is like this, I'm hoping this is faux leather, but it's nice, you know? This is a nice little magnetic thingamajig with a mirror, because I do have several like Z palettes and stuff for my magnetic eyeshadow pans, and I really like this one. It came with this little spongy thing sort of in there to keep the 4 pans in place. They are magnetic, but I thought that it was kind of nice that you could have this if you didn't want them, I don't know, moving around, or you wanted it to look like a 4-pan palette or something. Anyway, just, you know, little side note, but I do love this because I do like to buy shadows in pans and then you can smush them all in there. So anyway, these 4 colors, I have them on my eyes today. I just got this yesterday, so I haven't played with this a lot. And a lot of the reviews that I read were saying that there wasn't a lot of pigment. I don't know that that's necessarily true, because I feel like the colors are very light. But I mean, you could see these are pigmented colors. So I don't know, because I really think that these are quite pigmented, and you know, I love them. So the shimmery gray comes off a little more pink than I was expecting, but the matte gray is awesome. And then you have this sort of, it looks more green in the pan, I think. It's kind of a greenish brown color, kind of a taupey brown. So I don't know, it's an interesting color. And then this sort of pale creamy color. So I'm loving the colors. I like the color scheme. The shadows themselves seem to be doing well. I've been wearing them all day. It is currently 2 o'clock, but I put them on this morning at around like 8:30, and they were easy to use. They've been staying in place. So far so good, I'm thinking. This is the ÉVOLUÉ Super Oil. This exploded all over my box, which was very sad, but they did say they would send me a new one, or at least something else. So I didn't really get a good chance of using this, but you know, from the slime that I felt all over my box, it did feel very hydrating and it had a nice texture to it. It does have kind of a white creamy texture, like a runny moisturizer than just an oil. I'm a huge fan of face oils anyway, so anyway, I thought, you know, so far I liked it. Okay, this is Tarte's Stay Spray. This one is the one that I chose from my box, and I was actually really excited about this one because I love facial sprays. And this is supposed to keep your makeup in place for 16 hours, which is quite a claim. And I'm pretty picky about my sprays. The mist on this one is so fine that I was like, is it getting on me? Is this working right now? Because it was, I mean, it's like just sort of an aura of mistiness. It was not at all like a psh kind of a thing, which was what I'm used to. So that aspect I actually kind of like. I don't know, it was very fine. It does have kind of a sticky feel to it, and it definitely leaves my face a little shiny and a little stuck feeling. Like if I had sprayed hairspray on my face, but not as harsh or drying as that. So far, I think that I like it, but it's one of those things that I'm gonna have to use more and more to see if it really does help my makeup stay in place. I mean, like I said, I've been wearing it for several hours now, and I feel like it's doing a pretty good job. I did sort of try to wipe my makeup off, and it did come off on a tissue with me wiping it, but in general, just sort of, you know, like, let's see, I've got this, let's see. It's not like a giant amount of makeup. Actually, there's like no makeup on there. That's actually pretty good, because the foundation that I'm wearing is really transfery, you know, and then I just have like you know, normal makeup on, nothing that's like transfer resistant. So I feel like, you know, it's actually pretty good. So it does definitely leave that layer on your skin, but if you need something to really hold your makeup in place and be transfer resistant and that sort of a thing, then I think this might be good. I'm gonna keep using it. You know, like I said, I've only had this stuff for like a day and a half, so this isn't like major review status, just, you know, my first impression status. Okay, so this is the Complex Culture Press and Set Bronzer Brush. It does feel very nice, and it comes in this very nice box. This feels fancy. It's a fairly dense but still fluffy kind of a brush. You could use this as a powder brush, a blush brush, a bronzer brush, a contour brush. You could, you know, I mean, you could use it for lots of things because it has sort of this, you know, it's pinched right here, so you've got a narrower thing going on, but it's wide, it's fluffy, but it's dense. It's trying to cover all of the bases, and I feel like it kind of works. You know, most brushes, when they try to do too much, fail for me. This one I actually enjoyed using. It is very soft, even when you put it on your face, because a lot of times it'll be like soft on my fingers, but then when I put it on my face, it feels prickly. Not the case with this one. So I used it for contour, I used it for bronzer, I used it for blush, and I felt like it did a really good job. And because of the size and the shape, you could use it for powder. They do recommend, you know, almost like a stipple action, pressing it into your face, and then you can buff it out or, you know, blend it that way. I don't know, I'm really liking this. Plus I really like the tapered handle. Okay, and then the last thing is from ILLAMASQUA. This is the liquid eyeliner in black. It is a felt tip eyeliner. I generally don't like these because they tend to run out of liner pretty quickly, and you like the very tip of it gets very dry. So far this is very nice. I used it today and it was very easy to use. If you are new to liquid liner, this is a nice kind of a thing to start with, having a felt tip, and it's not so long that it's unwieldy, but it's not super stiff either. So, you know, I like it. The actual liner itself is a nice, good, inky black. It says that it's supposed to be completely like smudge proof. Mostly, yeah, I would say so. I haven't like fully put it to the test, but you know, from what I've used, I think, you know, I did kind of rub my eyes yesterday and got some black that smudged a bit, but you know, if you don't rub your eyes, it seems to stay put. So a lot of these things, like I said, you know, this is more of a first impression review than a long-term review, but I'm really happy with just about everything that I got in my box this month. Plus we got a little silver bag, which is cute. They put the bag back in there. I guess people wanted the bag. I don't care about the bags because I don't ever use them, but it is kind of cute, right? I like the silver with the blue. It's nice. So anyway, let me know what you guys got in your box. Are you still getting the regular? Do you get the ultimate or the plus? I want to hear from you. What did you get? What did you like? What were your favorite things? I think my favorite thing is probably the setting spray, but I also really like this palette. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!